Wow.
Wow.
Thank you, Sadiq. Thank you for having us here. We're in London, y'all.
We are.
And it is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing to be here with all of you. It is a beautiful thing to be here with our family in the room virtually. Talk about technology. I mean, just a few years back, we wouldn't have even, sorry. Hey guys. So just a few years back, we wouldn't have not even been able to do this all in the room together here in London. I want to talk to you guys about purpose. Purpose. What is your purpose? Are you following your purpose? I think I am very purpose proficient. What makes me proficient? Oops. Because I know how to stay grounded. And I am not afraid to leap into unknown places. 10 years in counting. 10 years in counting and doing that. So we have a limited amount of time. I'm going to share some of our story and I'm going to hit on 6 things. I call them purpose pushes and purpose blocks. No matter what your purpose is, you can use these 6 things. So, purpose pushes. Purpose pushes are peace, alignment, and flow. Purpose blocks are fear, validation, and overthinking. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth, right? We're going to go back and forth with these pushes and blocks. So, we're going to start with our purpose pushes. Our purpose pushes will push us through to accomplish the goal, no matter what obstacles, no matter what chatter, whether it's internal or external chatter, no matter how crazy you may look in doing it. Your purpose pushers are going to take you through. So, peace, it starts with peace. Regardless of what it is you want to do, it starts with peace because you cannot see clear in chaos. You can't hear clear in chaos. So, you need peace. So, however you find your peace, that is where you start. That is where you start. The other side of peace or the toggle from peace is fear. Oh, please believe fear is going to come. Fear is going to come. Fear is going to come from the outside, but fear is going to come from the inside as well. And we are not at all immune from fear. People look at us and they think, oh, we're fearless. Oh, that is not the case. 10 years ago, when we started leaping on purpose as OneLove ambassadors and doing what we are doing right now, when that purpose called me, I was like, you better go. I was like, bye, not today. It was crazy. I was not so much afraid of what was calling me, more so than how I would look doing it, more so of what people are going to think about what I'm doing, more so what people were saying. And even more so about the purging that will happen because there is purging with purpose. Everybody cannot go with you on your journey. You're going to lose people. And the thing about that is, you don't get to choose. You don't get to choose your team because even the strongest ones may not be the right ones to go where you're going. So you have to just let it flow, right? So that takes me to the second purpose pusher, and that is alignment. Alignment. It is so easy to fall out of alignment. And I'll tell you, Generally, you do it when you are just really in flow because you're feeling so good about it. You're like, yeah, let's go autopilot. No, because going autopilot, you kind of lose your focus a little bit. You get a little too happy. You start oversharing, telling people because you're so excited. So excited. And what happens is this: you start listening to the chatter, you start listening to the suggestions, you start seeking validation because you're doing good. So the validation has to be good, right? Because I'm on top of the world. Hey, I'm in London. I spoke it. I'm here. Yay. Isn't it great? And the first person to tell you, well, actually, no, I think it's kind of stupid. You should be somewhere, homemaking or maybe baking cookies for your grandkids or, you know, gardening. And it's like, what? And just those little comments can knock you so far out of alignment that you don't even know until it's just glitchy, trying to make moves. It starts to feel heavy. It starts to feel off. So then we reset. How do we reset? I'm glad you asked. We go back to peace. We get clear. We go back into alignment and we keep it moving. And we start shutting off the noise, even the noise from within. Because sometimes we are our loudest voice. Sometimes we are our greatest obstacle because you have a purpose that call you and there is no way. What? I'm going to need this. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need this. Actually, all you need is the courage to say yes to the adventure. Because when you say yes to the adventure, the purpose will come forth. And I just want to say this: purposes evolve, purposes transform. So you're going to have different purposes in different seasons. I was a little girl that grew up in Detroit. It was my mom, me, and my two sisters. And I used to sit out and I said, I'm going to travel the world. Yeah, okay, baby girl. No, really, I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to have a big house. I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And yeah, at the time it sounded crazy. But see, what that was my purpose speaking through me to me. And I didn't care what anyone said because I was going to make it happen. It was going to happen. I have traveled the world. I have written books. I've had the home. I'm in London. I'm in London. So even bringing it up to an adult, like 5 years ago, we dropped the podcast because we are OneLove ambassadors. So part of our purpose is spreading love around the world. So our messages became global before we did. The podcast was in London before we were. My book was in London and Italy before I was. But keeping the push, staying in alignment, keeping my peace, I caught up with it. That's the third purpose pusher, and that's flow. Flow is amazing. Flow is so amazing. You can go so many places with flow. You can bend all kind of curves. You can get through the smallest crack. You can get through the largest space, all in flow. And the importance about flow is because you allow it. You make room for it. You surrender to it. You don't try to control it if you trust it. So if you have your peace, you're in alignment, and you surrender to flow, there is absolutely no limit to the places that you can and will go, to the purposes that you will hear, feel, and fulfill. You will. You will. But here's my thing, just acknowledge it. Just stay grateful. Stay grateful in it all. And understand this, just because you get a purpose today, that doesn't mean that it's going to happen today or it's going to happen tomorrow. But it does mean it's gonna happen. Stay true to it. Stay focused to it. Work on it. So before we became international OneLove ambassadors, we just went from state to state in the United States. We just went around. Use what you have right now to fulfill and start your purpose. Start now. Start now. It's possible. Your words are powerful. Your belief is even more. And your mind, whew, it all starts there. It all starts with a thought. So, as I close my little part of it, I have on orange. And orange means many things to many people. So, to me, orange speaks to abundance, right? Abundance. Orange speaks to manifestation. I'm going to say about 5 years ago, Charles and I were in Charleston, South Carolina. We're in a room, we're talking because we do that. And we were talking, and I said, Charles, you know what? I strongly believe in the power of purpose and manifestation. You know what? Somebody could walk up to us and say, hey, you want to stay in a beachfront condo? Charles is looking at me kind of weird because he do that sometimes. And he's like, okay, yeah, yeah, all right. But I truly believe and I know that things, miracles happen, y'all. And so we were going out to lunch. Within 7 days, we were going out to lunch. A lady is coming from her car. We're both walking into the restaurant. She has on orange shoes. So I comment to her about her orange shoes. And she says, oh, well, thank you. And we get into small talk, and she stops and looks and says, how would you like to stay in a beachfront condo for a week? I was not surprised. I looked at Charles and just gave him a wink. And I said, see, when you are on purpose, doing and fulfilling your purpose, living fully in your purpose every day, you will get God winks to just let you know. Keep dreaming, keep believing, and know that you don't have to have your ducks in a row. All you got to do is say yes to the adventure, and your purpose will show up. So, yeah, that's my part right now. I'm going to turn it over to the amazing Charles to take us from there. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. And thank you to our listening audience and all the people that are here with us. We certainly appreciate that. Purpose. Staying on purpose. You can start out going in one direction and end up somewhere else, but as long as you stay on your purpose. Keep in mind, no one thinks in your head but you. So if your purpose changed, that's your purpose. Stay on it and keep moving. But it starts out with a plan. You have to clear things out. Peace. Peace within yourself. If you don't have peace, it comes out somewhat chaotic. So you have to be peaceful with yourself. Start out with that by relaxing. And on that word relaxing, a lot of folks don't know how to relax. Well, I'll tell you one quick way you can always relax anywhere, anytime. Think on the word relax. The first two letters, re, inhale deeply through your nose, and then exhale deeply through your nose, thinking lax. We'll inhale and exhale through our nose to maintain and control the breath. Inhale, thinking re, exhale, thinking lax. I see you out there also. I feel your vibe. Relax, relax. That'll help keep you on purpose. You can do it anytime. It relieves a lot of stress and tension all around your body. So stay on point, on focus, and you keep it. The alignment comes in. Quite often, we'll start out going in one direction and we get knocked out of alignment. And then it takes us that much time to get back on alignment as it did to knock us off the alignment. Keep in mind, it's like a ship on the ocean. You can't control the way the wind blows, but you can adjust your sails. So adjust your sail and keep going. I used to wonder time and time again, how do these ships know when to turn and all of that? And the wind is coming, they adjust their sails. That's what we have to do individually and collectively to stay on point, to stay on purpose. And the purpose that you might have started out with in life might have a tendency of change. And change is one of the main things in life. It is a constant. Change is always going to happen. You may or may not have any control over that, but you do have more control over yourself and what you're doing. So look from within, relax, align yourself, and keep it going. And keep it going. As other things are coming at you, hey, remember that also. I need a little peace. I need to stay aligned, and the flow will happen. The flow will happen. If something comes to change that, relax again, adjust your sails, and get back in the flow. So you continue to go forward. If you fell on your face, get up and keep going. Because if you fell on your face, you were going forward. So get up and keep going. Don't let that stop you. Things happen in life. These are challenges. You learn from it. You can go back and change the past. You can learn from the past. You can't predict the future. You don't know what's going to happen. The only thing that will happen is what's happening now. Things that happen to you and with you happens in the now. It don't happen in the past. The past is gone. You learn from that and hoping for a better tomorrow. All action happens in the now. Stay in that flow and then keep it going. Does that make sense? Okay, I hear you out there. Yeah. Okay. I hear you. Okay, it's making a little sense. But you keep it going. You keep it going. That's the flow of it all. And learn to relax. What will cause one person to relax may cause some stress for another. But we can't think in their mind. We can only deal with ourselves. So control yourself and keep it moving forward. With Diane and I, for 10 years, we've been OneLove ambassadors, going with the flow, wherever it takes us. We do what we do, and that is to spread love wherever we go. We're here in London, England now, spreading love wherever we go. We spreaded some love down at the Hamilton play. We were down there. We were there with Michael Jackson's musical as well. And we were meeting new people, good conversations, and on and on. And we spread it love. We spread it love. Had no idea what we were going to do next, but we knew it was going to be something positive. Anything that attempted to knock us out of alignment, we just took a deep breath and kept moving forward. And it all worked. I always tell people, if you run into someone and they appear to be your enemy or something of that nature, I tell people the best way to defeat your enemy is to make your enemy your friend. So then you have an alignment. You don't have an enemy anymore. You have more friends. And you can do it with OneLove. as we are One Love ambassadors, spreading love everywhere we go. And hopefully you will continue to spread that love as well. And above all, no one thinks in your head but you. In our journey, we're meeting new folks every day, spreading love, and they're continuing it. And a lot of them get back with us and say, thank you. Some of the times we can't even remember what we did. It wasn't planned, but it happened. And they say, oh, when you said blah, 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 whatever that was, it resonated for them. And they say, oh, okay, I said that. Yes, you told me, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, as long as I got the message over. You never know exactly how you're going to be perceived. But do your best every day, and you're doing you. And you continue that flow. And with that said, I'll take a deep breath and I'll say a little bit more. No, with Diane and I, a lot of times, we don't have it all laid out in front of us where we're going, what we're going to do. We have an idea, but we do know we are true One Love ambassadors, and we know we're going to keep it positive wherever we go. We're going to do our best. We don't mean to cause any negativity or anything of that nature with anyone. If I step on someone's toe, I don't mess up the shine on their shoe. No one know I stepped on the toe but me and them. And then I'll apologize, and then I've made another friend. You're the guy that stepped on my toe. And we continue to move forward. So again, let the smile in your heart be reflective on your face and all the things that you do. Out there in the world, we need this. That's how to human. That is how to human. You keep it going. You become One Love ambassadors as well. And we'll see you there because we're keeping it forward. Thank you. Thank you. And did I say thank you? Oh, okay. And I want to make sure. Did everyone understand the words coming out of our mouth? Okay, well, here's a quick one for you. Very quickly, to make sure you understand the words coming out of my mouth. Put your right hand out, fingers are expressed out there. Okay, right hand. Okay, with your index finger and your thumb, make a quick circle. Now take this circle and put it on your chin, real quick. Yeah, you put it on your chin. Put it on your chin. Did did you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Well, don't feel bad for those that are here with us and that can see this. You know, I think about 80% of things that we do is visual. So you do what you see and not what you hear. You know, so don't feel bad. The ones that are listening out there, they did the same thing. Yeah.
All right, all right, all right, guys. So thank you so much. It's been a joy to be here. Just to recap really quickly, purpose. Your purpose is your purpose. Peace. Find your peace, and that's where you start. That's your point of start. And just in case you don't know, like you're like, well, I don't know what my purpose is today. I'm going to help you. Your purpose is to get moving. Just move. If you start moving and you do that every day and you say, well, I still don't know my purpose, I am moving. The next thing would be, what is it that you love? What is it that is something that you would do for free? What is it that you love? We all love something. Do that and keep doing that. And your purpose, it will absolutely come. A lot of times you'd be surprised. That is part of your purpose. That is incorporated in your purpose. So in doing that, you're already getting that purpose in motion. Again, if you say yes to your purpose, I don't think that's what it was. I think, okay, that was a test. Not really. But if you say yes to the adventure, the purpose does show up, right? The purpose does show up. So just want to kind of sign off with this. You have peace and fear. They're both going to play a part in your purpose. You have no choice. It's happening, okay? Really, it's happening. And if it's not, then you might not be aligned with your purpose because your purpose in life is going to keep calling you forward and forward into bigger spaces. It's going to call you to do things that maybe you don't want to do, whether it's fear or whether it's overthinking or whether it's just pure resistance. I don't want to do it. But you got peace and you got fear. You're going to have alignment and you're going to have validation. A lot of times with our purpose, we want to validate. We want to validate. So we want to show people, see, look, I told you, I could do this or I could do that. And even in doing that, it pulls you out of your purpose because your purpose is for you. That's what you came here for. And if you're doing it in love and you're being loved with your purpose, then you don't have to say, see, I told you, because your life is going to show. Your life is going to show. And third and finally, flow. Flow with your purpose. Flow with your purpose. Don't overthink it. You get stuck in overthinking. Because I got a secret to tell you. You want to hear it? You sure? All right. And here's the secret. And you too, guys. Here is the secret. The ducks will never all line up. So if you're waiting for your ducks to line up to go for your purpose, you're not going anywhere because the ducks are never going to line up. And if you're a smarty pants and you think, well, I got them all lined up, as soon as you take that first move, one of those ducks is going to jump out of line. So I tell you again, the duck are never going to be all lined up. So what I thought is this. Maybe the ducks were never meant to line up. Maybe the whole duck lineup thing is what keeps so many people stuck and not pursuing their purpose. It takes mental resilience to just start and have the courage to fail. Because when you do, you learn. And when you learn, you become stronger. Thank you so much. One love, y'all.
One love.